Hello students. So in the previous class we were talking about that of the why do we fall ill, and we in this chapter we discussed that what is a disease, what are the different kind of a disease, and how this disease affect us. Okay, how this disease causes to us. In the process of the causing, students, we were talking about that disease, either it can be by that of the infectious agent, like that of a microorganism are there, students. So microorganism, they used to attack on the living organism, due to which the person can suffer from a kind of a disease. Now you see that there are two causes, students. The first one is the immediate cause, and the second one is the contributory cause. Okay, immediate cause is a cause which occur due to the primary one, which we can say due to that infectious agent, microorganism, and a contributory, it asks that how this microorganism reaches to that of the person. Okay, that is a contributory cause. Okay, now you see, when we were talking about the different types of a disease and that of the agent which are responsible for it, so we discussed a lot of them, like virus is there, students. So virus, you see a lot of a disease caused by virus, like AIDS is there, students, or chicken pox is there, or smallpox. Influenza is there, student. Smallpox is there. Chicken pox is there. So these are what? These are the different causes of that of the disease. Especially, it is caused by that of the virus. Okay. So the disease which is caused by the virus are AIDS, influenza, smallpox is there, chicken pox is there. The disease which is caused by that of the bacteria, it includes the tuberculosis, or anthrax is there, or cholera is there. So these are the disease which is caused by the action of the by that of the bacteria. Okay, diarrhea is there, students. If we talk about the disease which is caused by the protozoa, so the protozoa, it causes the disease like that of malaria is there, or kala azar is there. So these are the diseases which is caused due to the attack of the protozoa. Now if we talk about the worms, so the disease can also be occurred due to the attack of the worm, and such one, it causes elephantiasis. It also causes the disease like that of the ascariasis or taniasis. Okay, disease which is caused due to that of the fungus, student, that is the roundworm. Okay, sorry, ringworm. Okay, so you can understand by this that a disease can be caused by the different infectious agent, and the different, or we can say the different infectious agent causes a different kind of a disease. Okay, so virus is responsible for the AIDS also, virus is responsible for the smallpox also, virus is responsible for the chicken pox also. Okay, bacteria is responsible for the cholera also, for the diarrhea also, or for that of the tuberculosis. So you see, the one infectious agent is responsible for causing the lot of a kind of a disease. Now, if we talk about the deficiency disease, students, so disease which is caused due to the malnutrition, that is the deficiency disease. Especially if you are not consuming the sufficient amount of a nutrient for a longer period of a time, then it will cause a disease that is known as a deficiency disease. Okay. So if suppose, students, you are not taking the minerals for a proper amount, for a long period of a time, like if you are not taking iodine or iron or calcium, it will cause a disease. Okay, like if suppose you are not taking the vitamin A, students, then it will cause a disease that is known as a night blindness. If you are not taking vitamin B properly, especially B1 I am talking, then it will cause a disease which is known as the beriberi. If you are not taking C, it will cause a disease that is known as scurvy. If you are not taking the vitamin D properly, it will cause a disease that is known as rickets. So is only the vitamin is responsible for the deficiency disease? No. You see students, if you are not consuming the sufficient amount of protein in your diet, it will also cause a disease, and that disease is known as a kwashiorkor. Okay, or if you are not taking the protein as well as that of the carbohydrate, it will cause a disease that is known as a marasmus. Okay, so night blindness is there, beriberi is there, scurvy is there, ricket is there, kwashiorkor is there, marasmus is there. These are the diseases which is caused due to the deficiency of a nutrition, proper nutrition in our food. Okay, now let us discuss, we had discussed up to that of the vitamin B1 student, that it lack of the vitamin B1 in our diet will cause a disease that is known as a beriberi. What about if you are not consuming the vitamin B2 in our diet? So we can write this disease which is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin B2. Okay, so disease which is caused due to the deficiency of a vitamin B2 is known as pellagra. Okay, that is known as a pellagra. So pellagra is a disease which is caused due to the deficiency of vitamin B2. Likewise students, if you see the disease which is caused due to the lack of vitamin B12, it will cause a disease that is known as pernicious anemia. Pernicious anemia. What is the pernicious anemia, students? Here also the same. It's a severe condition. We had discussed about in case of iron, that if we will not take iron in our food, students, so ultimately it will lead to the a disease, a kind of a disease that is known as anemia, in which there will be the loss of the blood, a loss of the oxygen, because you can understand that iron, it help in forming that of the hemoglobin, which bind with the oxygen and reaches to the different parts of the cells. Okay, so if hemoglobin will be less, so oxygen will be reached to the body will be less. Okay, and the stage is known as anemia. Pernicious anemia is the further stage of that of the anemia. Now, a deficiency disease which is caused due to the lack of not only of the iron but of the folic acid also, student, that will also call anemia. You have seen in that of the tablets, the nutrient tablet, the doctors, they used to prefer it. You have seen that there it has been written folic acid also. So we should consume the food which is rich in folic acid, because it will help in giving, increasing the hemoglobin, increasing the blood cells, and thus which will help in carrying the oxygen to the different cells of the body. Okay, so we can write it: disease due to lack of folic acid. So disease due to the lack of folic acid, student, that is anemia. Okay, pernicious anemia is there and anemia is there. Now there is a disease. These are the diseases, students, which is caused due to the deficiency of the nutrition. Okay, so any kind of a nutrition deficiency will cause this such kind of a disease. Now there is a disease which is also caused due to the gradual change in the body temperature, you can say. Okay, or body environment or body physiology. Okay, so we can write it. That is disease which is caused due to the change in the body physiology. Okay. You have heard about that of the chronic disease, students, acute and chronic. In case of an acute disease, you see that this disease is for a shorter period of a time. So its impact will be less, because if suppose you are having a cold or cough, then it will be there for a few days, and ultimately it will be, your body will recover and comes to its original state. But if you are having a chronic disease, then ultimately it will lead to a permanent damage to any of the body organ. So we can say that a disease which is caused by gradual change due to the gradual change in the body physiology. Disease which is caused due to the gradual change in the body physiology, students. So, such kind of a disease, you see, arthritis. Arthritis is there, or heart attack. If a person is having heart attack. So you see, student, is any kind of a gradual change occurred in our body, then what will happen? It will cause to the permanent damage to any of our organ. Okay. Heart attack is there, students. High blood pressure. High BP is also responsible for the heart attack. So you can say high blood pressure. Sleeplessness. Okay. Diabetes. Loss of memory. Arthritis is there, heart attack is there, high blood pressure, sleeplessness, diabetes is there, and loss of memory. Okay, so these are the different kind of diseases which occur when there is a gradual change in the body physiology. Okay, you can see, students, that these are the very dangerous, you can say, because if any kind of physiology get changed, then such kind of a chronic disease can occur in our body. Okay. Now if we talk about the changes in the body environment, a sudden change occur. This is the gradual change occur in the body physiology. It means it takes time. Okay, it occurs in a slow process. That is the gradual change in the body physiology. But if the change occurred is of sudden, okay, if a sudden change occurs to it, then what happened? Let us write it and try to understand it. This is about the sudden change. Even in the chronic disease students, we had discussed that the process is a very slow process. Sorry. Okay. So let us discuss about the disease which is caused due to that of the sudden change in the body. Okay, gradual change we had discussed. Now the sudden change in the body environment. Change in the body environment. So you see students, if a disease occurred which you can say that shows the sudden change, then it will also if there is any kind of a sudden change occur in the body environment, so a disease is caused, and that particular disease, you see, is like that of a cancer. So you know students, the cancer basically it occurred due to the multiplication of the cells. So you can understand that there will be the formation of a tumor occurred, and this the dividing cells from the tumor, it will continue to divide, and finally it become cancerous, and we can say that that cell is a cancer cell. So if any kind of a sudden change occur in the body environment, it will cause a disease, and that disease is known as a cancer. Okay. Now this is about that what happened in the to our body physiology, and what kind of a disease occurred if it is sudden change in the body physiology, or what kind of a disease occurred if it is a slow or a gradual change in the body environment. Now if we see that okay, there is a change in the body environment, and there is a attack of the infection as well as the nutrition, but you have seen students that a colorblind person may have a child who is also a color blind. Why is it so? It is because of the genetic change. Okay, so the character from the father comes to that of the child, to that of the boy. It means there are some disease which occur due to the genetic manipulation or due to the genetic changes. Okay, so we will talk about the disease. Which is caused due to the genetic changes. So you have heard about many times students that there are some disease which used to carry from your parents to you, or from your grandparents to your parents. It means from your grandfather to your father, and from your father to you. So such kind of a disease is due to the change in the genes, due to the genetic manipulation, due to the genetic changes. Okay, so a disease which is caused by the gene configuration or gene changes, it includes the disease like hemophilia. Hemophilia is a disease which passes from that of the from one person, from your parents to that of the offspring. Then color blindness. Okay. Then Down syndrome is there, students. Myopia. Okay, myopia also comes in that of the disease caused by the genetic configuration. Then phenylketonuria. Etc. Okay, so these are some of the diseases, students, like that of a hemophilia, color blindness, and the Down syndrome, myopia. These are the disease which occurs due to the change in the gene, due to the genetic manipulation or change in the gene configuration. Okay. Now the disease which is caused by the uncomfortable surrounding. So these are the disease which occur either due to the attack of the infecting agent, or it can occur due to the nutrient deficiency, or it occur due to the change in the genes, or occur in the change in the body physiology. But there are some also disease which occur due to the surrounding. If you are in a mental stress, if you are in a kind of a depression, or in anxiety are you there, then it is also a kind of a disease. It is a kind of a, not a physical one, but yes, mentally you are having a disease. Okay, you are ill. Okay, so this is what this is also a kind of a disease, student, which we will include, that the disease which is caused because of your surrounding. What kind of a surrounding you have will also tell that whether you are perfectly fit or fine. Okay, you see, disease caused due to the surrounding. Okay, due to the uncomfortable surrounding. If your surrounding is not good, students, absolutely you will be mentally ill, because most of the time when I started the chapter, at that time only I said that that you should be that a person is healthy only if he or she is physically, mentally and socially fit. If you are fit in all the field, physically also, mentally also, socially also, only then a person is said to be a healthy person. Okay. So, if you are living in an uncomfortable surrounding, student, it will mean, so what kind of a disease you have at that time? Anxiety, depression. This is the two main causes, and these two main causes result in the other two, and that is sleeplessness and high blood pressure, etc. It's not N. Okay. So you see, students, that anxiety is there, depression is there, sleeplessness is there, high blood pressure. So anxiety and depression is the cause of these two. So these are what? These are the different causes, or we can say the disease which is caused due to the different factors. It can be due to the attack of the infectious agent, or it can be due to the nutrient deficiency, or it can be due to the sudden change in the body movement, or it can be due to the gradual change in the body environment, or it can be due to the genetic change, or the surrounding you have. What kind of a surrounding you have will also tell that how much fit or fine you are. Okay, if you are taking a lot of stress, if you are taking a lot of you are always in anxiety or you are always depressed, ultimately it will say that you are mentally ill, you are still not a healthy person. Okay, so this is about the important causes of the disease, students. Now we will try to understand the other thing also, like we had discussed that there are a lot of infectious agents, student, which causes the different kind of a disease. Right now only we discussed that there are the infectious agent like viruses that cause AIDS, it causes smallpox, or it causes chicken pox. But every disease are having the different kind of a virus, different kind of a fungus, different kind of a bacteria. Now let us discuss about that. Various infectious agent and their various infectious disease and their agent. Agent and its disease. Okay, and various infectious disease and their agent. Disease and its agent, we can say. Different kind of infectious disease and its agent. So you will start with the disease and then infectious agent. You see, student, this is the disease column. And at first we will start with that of the viral disease. Okay, viral disease here and agent in the next one. Infectious agent. What is the disease here, students? Influenza. Influenza, it is basically caused by a virus which is known as a Myxovirus influenzae. Myxovirus influenzae. Okay, so we can write it that influenza is basically caused due to a virus, that is Myxovirus influenzae. Okay, so influenza is caused by a virus. It is talking about a virus, students. So don't get confused. Okay, so influenza is basically caused by the Myxovirus influenzae. Second one is the hepatitis. Hepatitis is also known as a jaundice. Hepatitis, also known as a jaundice. So which virus is responsible for hepatitis, students? So it is the hepatitis virus. So we can write it hepatitis virus. So hepatitis is caused by the hepatitis virus. Okay. Next one is the AIDS. AIDS is a disease, students, and it is basically caused by a virus only, an infectious agent, and that is known as a HIV. The full form of the AIDS is, students, acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Okay, and the full form of that of the infectious agent of the AIDS is known as human immunodeficiency virus. Okay, so one is the AIDS, and AIDS is caused by an agent that is known as HIV. HIV is also a virus, students. Next one is rabies. You all have heard that how rabies occur. So rabies basically occurred by the animal bite. Okay, so because of the animal bite, a virus, that is rabies virus, causes a disease that is known as rabies. It is also known as a hydrophobia. So which virus is responsible for the disease that is rabies or hydrophobia is rabies virus. Okay.